keep your eyes peeled again, like I said, for some goodies, some wearable goodies.
Wearables.
Yes, keep that in
That's
mind.
the juice. That's the juice flavor wearables.
Wearables?
Wearables.
How is that a juice flavor? Wait. What?
It's just like edible panties. He said he wanted to chew on my edible panties.
Oh. Edible panty flavored juice called wearables.
Yes, there we go. There we go. It came full circle. See, that's what you have to do. You got to put the idea out there. We have to just
work
like
it.
Right.
DJ, run me that Sonic Juice shit.
Juice, it's Sonic Juice, it's Sonic Juice, baby. Juice, it's Sonic Juice, it's Sonic Juice, baby.
Hello and welcome to Sonic Juice.
Sonic Juice.
Yes. We are the music podcast that brings you the latest music news and trends with a fun and bubbly twist. Some people like a twist of lime. We prefer a little twist of sass.
Yeah, and a little. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
No, what was it? I mean, it isn't Pride Month anymore, but you know what? Pride is an internal thing.
We're moving on.
Is there something you want to talk about? Is there something on your mind?
I do. It's something on everybody's mind, or it should be on everybody's mind.
Literally.
You know what? We're going to jump straight to the Juice Box because both of us have the same song and there's no entire reason to talk about anything else. I feel the rush.
Addicted to your touch. Ooh, it's so good. It's so good.
Baby, let me tell you something.
Slut.
It's here. It's here. It's here. I feel the. Let me stop. Oh my God.
No,
they're going to cancel. They're going to take us off of TikTok. Literally, now I'm forever plagued by the moment that like Madonna did poppers on live. I'm forever plagued by that. Because that's all I could think of is just her randomly doing that on live. And I'm like, what is going on, Madonna? Like, honestly, what is going on? Like, in the camera, getting her hair done.
You can't spring this on me. I was not prepared. You can't just casually bring up Madonna doing poppers.
Troy said he made this song for Madonna, baby. He knows Madonna is out here.
That song hits. The fucking music video is sexy. Everything is sexy. The album cover. God. We got the album name, which is what something for every something to give each other. Something to give each other. Yes. Oh my God. It's because he said it's something for each one of us. He said it all. And he's laying in a naked guy's lap with big beefy thighs. Like it's everything we wanted, and it's everything that we exactly. There's everything we knew this was going to. In interviews, he's talked about like this being all about sex and queer joy, and just like he wanted it to be fun and for dancing. And I'm like, oh my God, like what did we do to deserve this? This is going to be so perfect. I've already pre-ordered the signed vinyls.
And like choreography, him doing choreography. I was like, oh wait, you're dancing with the dancers doing their moves. I'm just like, I'm so proud of him because I'm just like, from little Tumblr sad boy Troy has blossomed this mega like pop star that's just like unapologetically out here doing whatever the fuck that he wants to. And it's just like, it just feels like this is a leash that he's been ready to break for a while. And he's like, all right, I'm giving it to you. Ass, I'm giving you kissing, I'm giving you choreo, I'm giving you sweat, I'm giving you keg. Like he said every bit, and it was like, I'm gonna talk about it later, but yes, absolutely yes. There's something else that I want to say about this, but absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Rush. And if you haven't streamed it, stop listening because press pause.
Press pause.
Right.
You can come back
and go. You can come back, but press pause, and you need to go listen to Rush.
Go get the Rush.
That's all I needed to say.
If you listen to this podcast, then you're already sick of us hearing this or talking about this song, and it literally just came out the day of recording. Now, when y'all hear it, it'll probably have been out for a week, but we will still be talking about it. And we will be talking about it in the next episode.
And the one after.
And when the tour is announced, and when the album drops.
When the tour is announced, we're letting y'all know, put this wherever it is on the goddamn, I want you to screen record this right now if you're listening or watching on YouTube. I don't care, because I want this audio to play under the video of me and Tyler at the tour together dancing with Troye Sivan, because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
And our Sonic Juice hoodies, which, by the way, I forgot to even bring that up. We got so excited about Troye Sivan. If you are watching the video, you might see a little something that might get you a little excited. It gets me very excited. These are our Sonic Juice hoodies. This is Boom Boom. That's his name. His name is also written on the sleeve. So that's, for the listeners, that's our mascot, the boombox sipping juice. And then we got our logo on the back. We got some fucking, like, it is the cutest hoodie ever. I wear it. I already get compliments all the time. We only have these two for now.
Exactly. It's exclusive. So they're going to be $1,000 a pop if you want them soon. It's exclusive because you'll be the only other person with it.
Okay, so you're gonna run us our check, but just be on the lookout, because I would love to be able to see some of our fans and our listeners and our friends in these adorable hoodies. And again, if you're listening, this is a good
reason to watch.
Yes, if you're listening, this is a good reason to watch. Okay, go check it out. So what more is there to say? Like, we talked about our juice box already. It's Rush.
Exactly.
We put a straw in our poppers bottle, and
we have, a little
swapped out the box for a little bottle. It's such a good song, and I'm so glad it's finally out, and we can just play it over and
just
over.
Like, so much growth, so much production, so much layering.
Yeah,
it just sounds like a nice little house beat under like Troy's little soft, sultry, velvety voice, and I'm just like, oh, Troy, you've done it.
Like, a lot of his vocal delivery is very like still kind of mellow, but it's
very much so still him. He's just like, it's me, but at the same time, it's like, slut me. So like,
right. I just want to know what he's been up to for the last year. And where was the invite? It must have got lost in the mail.
Right. Because I'm like, I feel like this is not your first party. Like,
oh, honey. Listen, we're probably going to cut this out, but I think Omar Apollo introduced him to orgies.
You know what? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised, honestly. I'm telling you, ever since Troye Sivan has been linking up with the gays in the music industry, the ones that are like making gay ass music, he's been out of control. And I think that they really have been like, boy, you literally are like one of the first ones to be out here like legitimately coming out gay and just being gay as fuck. You need to be gay as fuck. Stop trying to be nice for these girls.
Like, if you don't pull your ass out, like Lil Nas X pulled his ass out so quick. You've been out here. Literally. Get your ass on a camera. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough, because we're going to talk more about it in every fucking episode. But for now, for this episode, we are here for our first taste test episode. Now, taste test is going to be a recurring theme, a recurring segment or episode on our show. And we're going to give you different topics. We're going to give you different topics, and they're all going to be for songs. So today's topic is Breakup. So,
Breakup.
Taste test. Nate and I chose 5 of what we consider the best or the most impactful or the most breakup of breakup songs. I know for me, I went a little bit on what like resonated with me personally, not necessarily through breakups, like not in like, oh, I remember I listened to this song over and over through this breakup, because I don't know that I did that too much with any songs, but they're just like songs that are about breakups that I fucked with more than any of the other ones. That I just played and played regardless of whether I was in a breakup or in anything like that. Like I was just like feeling the fuck out of these songs, and I think that they're great songs. So that's how I chose.
I chose very much so on a personal level. Honestly, when we presented this idea, I pretty much had the list in my head because I was like, if the songs meant that much to me, they would come straight to me. I didn't want to do searching. And so the songs that I have are definitely songs that like I've cried to. Like this little list could be called songs that Nate has cried to because I've cried to every single song that I'm going to introduce. Because whether I was going through the breakup at that moment when I heard the song didn't matter. It's just like this resonated with me. I understand like how this felt, but 90% of the time I was going through the breakup or some type of heartbreak that caused these songs to like really do something for me. So these are all personal for me.
Well, I'm really excited to see what you have and to expose my choices as well. I'm curious which ones we're going to overlap on. So I have a few backups just in case.
I have a lot of backups.
A lot?
I mean, because I had already made, like I said, I made my list and I just picked from those lists. And that list is pretty like short-ish. But like I do have other ones just in case as you go along, you say one of mine. I'm like, okay, cool. I can knock that one out the way.
I mean, there's a few on here I'm pretty sure you're not going to have, so I didn't make that many backups, but I could always find one, baby. When I tell you, I had to make 3 different playlists, okay? I made long list, short list, and then final, okay?
Oh my gosh.
All of them have too many songs, but long list, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the number. Can you guess? I want you to guess. How many songs is my long list? All the songs about breakups that I thought this might have a chance. Just take a guess.
That's way too many songs, Tyler, to
just
even
take a guess. Just take a guess.
Well, I'm gonna say over 100.
Correct. 140 songs. Yeah. 140 songs, which I then shuffled through and was like, I had to hear it. You know, I couldn't just look at the list. I had to hear it and go, it hits, but not enough. You know?
Right.
So that's how I came down to it. So, baby, I got backups if you need some motherfucking backup. Now, last episode, you went first. So I
was just about to say it's all on you.
I'm up first, which sucks because then I can't use my backups probably. I don't know. It depends on the order. But here we go. I'm going to gag you with the first one. Okay. So the first breakup song I have that I've brought to the table, I'm going to hit you from the side. I'm going to hit you from the side because it's unexpected. You're not expecting this. But also because the song is Side Effects by Mariah Carey.
Wow. I really was not expecting you to... I was not expecting that at all. Check it. We know Miss Mariah Carey is going to run rampant through this topic, but I just did not think that you were going to choose Side Effects.
That one, not that one.
Wow.
Right. But I did because I've always loved this song. And it had a moment recently with Kelly Clarkson. She was talking about Mariah Carey's songwriting game and how she's amazing. And she randomly brought up Side Effects. And I was like, oh, Side Effects, yes. And it just hits. And it's talking about, you know, like, I'm gone from the breakup. I've moved on. I'm living. I'm good. But I am changed and I am scarred. And the things that you've done to me, the trauma that I've endured, I have to live with that. Those are the side effects of this relationship. But it's on top of a very, very rap heavy beat.
Right.
Like this was when Mariah was
I
not.
love that.
Yeah, this is not early girl Mariah. She said Metro Boomin.
Right. No. Honestly. I mean, this is in her So Deaf era.
I wish it was actually Metro Boomin. That would be sick.
Oh my God. If that was actually Metro Boomin, that would have been hilarious. Honestly, if Mariah comes out on top of a Metro Boomin beat today, I will actually gag. I will gag. And I right now, I feel like she would because she'd just be like, whatever, who cares?
And it needs to start with one of his openers like, hey, yo, Metro, don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you. And then it's Mariah.
Like, eating.
Yes. Yeah, so that's from E = MC². Like, it's a deep cut.
Definitely deep cut.
One of a few that, not everyone will know, but take this as an opportunity to go listen, and I really think you'll be pleased.
We're gonna make that cute playlist for you to cry to later.
All right, babe, what you got?
So just because you went ahead and started with Miss Mariah, I will counter you with another Mariah. And this one is going to be from the older days of Mariah, and it is none other than Butterfly. Because my girl loves her butterflies.
She really
my baby girl
does.
loves her butterflies. She is the butterfly baby, butterfly
She
queen.
is a gay man in a woman's body, but like not a trans woman, just a gay man.
Exactly.
In a woman's body.
Exactly, baby.
Like she's obsessed with rainbows and butterflies.
Exactly.
Like, girl.
And that's why we love her.
It is.
But I chose Butterfly because I was just like, I definitely knew that I was going to be choosing songs that went from different angles of breakups. And for this one, I've been in this position a lot where it's just like, you've grown more than the person that you're with, and that person's just not necessarily ready to either meet you where you are in your maturity or in your feelings in the relationship. There's no love lost, there is no malice, but it's just like, you need time to actually grow. Like, you need time to actually go through life. And as much as I want to keep you here, as much as I love you, as much as I do care about you, I have to let you go like a butterfly. And if it is truly meant to be, if it is truly something that is supposed to happen for us and it's in the cards, you'll come back. I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt. I'm crying as I'm saying, as I'm letting you go, but I am going to set you free because you need to be free. And so Butterfly definitely speaks to me and spoke to me, and I've definitely cried over this song a couple of times because I've been in the situation. So I'm just like, and it's just so beautiful. It's so lush, very, very Mariah. Then it gets to that bridge, and it's just like, I'm going to dig into it and really give you the words and the feeling of the song, and then I'm going to go.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all that you would choose this song because it kind of reminds me of some of the themes I've heard in your music. Like it kind of makes me think of In Loving Memory, which, I should have put, I should have selected. So let me just shout it out. If you haven't heard In Loving Memory by Nate Miles, that's a great breakup song. Anyway, I've definitely noticed that is like kind of a theme through your life, is that idea of letting go with love. Letting go with love. So I think that's a good choice for you. Like I think that makes a lot of sense, and it's Miss Mariah, and it's a beautiful song.
Of course, my Mimi had to make it, baby girl.
Right,
Darling.
and it's the title track.
Exactly.
Title track.
Exactly.
So now we're coming up on the next one, and the second one is my last one that people just might not know, but you know what? The real ones do. So it is Hard Feelings / Loveless by Lorde. This was a hard one to come to because this album is kind of it's packed with breakup songs, and songs like Greenlight and Supercut, I mean, we're fighting for this spot as well because they're so good. But I had to choose this song because she is literally describing the breakup like in the moment. The lyrics are, "Can we be tender? Let me sit close to you. Let's give it a minute before we admit that we're through." And it's just like, oh, who hasn't been there where you're just like, it's about to end, and it's like you're having the conversation, but you're like, damn, like when the final words are said, it's done. And so you kind of just sit there like stretching out the breakup because you're like, please, I know the pain is coming.
Like just the last little bit, like just the last little bit before, like I know I have to deal with the pain.
She says a line too. She says, now we sit in your car and our love is a ghost. Well, I guess I should go. It's like, just saying those lines out loud. I'm like, God damn, like that is for me something I know I've been there. Like I've been there. I could have written those words, and I love then that it also twists. She the loveless end of it, where she starts to kind of like she starts to make a satire of her generation and she's saying, we're the LOVELESS generation. Anyway, it's just a really great song because she's like being really snooty and like the beat changes and there's like my favorite little interlude where he's like, what is this tape? This is my favorite tape. It's so good. So all around, it's not just like a really good breakup song, but it's also just like a bop. And it's a very specific moment that I feel like not everybody really addresses in music. So it had to make my list and I stand by it. Hard Feelings, Loveless by Lorde.
Good pick. Good pick.
Thank you.
I think because you're talking about that that particular like moment before, like you just trying to hold on before, I'm just like, all right, let me just segue into one of my songs.
Okay.
And it's none other than Miss Adele. And no, it's not someone like you, because I know you girls are ready for me to pick that. I know you girls are ready. You're ready. You're ready. And it was just too easy. It was too easy to pick that one.
It's not on mine
either. To
either.
be very fair, I did not cry over someone like you. I definitely was just like, yes, it's sad. It makes me sad. But I did not cry over it. What I did.
I know what it is.
But what I did, what is it? Just say it.
All I
yes, it is.
Ask.
It is definitely All I Ask.
Because that is so you.
It's like, it is. And it's just like, again, piggybacking off of what you said, is that it's literally living in that moment of we are just about to break it off. But can we just literally just sit and reminisce on like every single thing that we've been through, all the ups, all the downs, and just like kind of sit in that warm embrace one more time before you like leave, before we're just like, we have to stop. And it's like the way that Bruno Mars wrote and produced the hell out of that song. Like, I am just like, the lyrics against her stirring just we all know the vocality of Adele.
Right.
Just, it's a yearning of just like, you almost feel like you can see that person walking out and that keychains happen and it's just like, just wait, please, 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 just one more time, like one more time. So I definitely put that, and that was like one of the first ones that came to mind. Like as soon as you said that, I was like, I got my girl.
She's on one of the lists for sure. She's on one of the lists. And another thing about that song that's so special is the line, it matters how this ends, because what if I never love again?
Exactly.
Like, that's such a real fear when going through a breakup, is like, well, what if this is the last one? What if this is like, it never goes well for me ever again? And I think especially like as you get older, that thought crosses your mind more. But like,
you definitely feel like this might not happen again.
Yeah, or when you're like, so in the moment, or you're so like in love and wrapped in this person, like it's hard to even imagine that you would ever want to love somebody else.
Exactly. And you kind of feel like you just can't, like you will never be able to experience that type of love again. So
yeah,
I had to put her in there. I had to put her in there, you know.
Yeah. Okay. For my third song, I love this song. This is actually one of my favorites. Her catalog, her discography is immense and enormous, so I can't rank it. I don't know where to put it in that, but I do love this song. It is Clean by Taylor Swift. This song to me is so pretty. I really love the production, the layers, the background vocals. Like, it comes through to a point to the end where everything is very layered and lush, and it sounds almost like a choir of like angels is singing the chorus with her. And it's just about the breakup happened, and then that long period after the breakup where you are healing, where you are not over it, and eventually, finally, the day comes for her where she uses the metaphor of rain washing away the drought, the dryness, the dullness, and finally she can breathe and she's clean, she's rinsed free, and she can go about her day. And I just really love the metaphor she uses. She uses a lot of great metaphors where she says, when the butterflies turned to dust that covered my whole room. As in, like, all of the things that I used to see and think were pretty and made me happy, now they bring me down, you know, like those pictures of you or the things that I've attached memories of you to. So it's just, she's always a very vivid, picturesque, artistic writer. And I think this song is really a highlight in her career and off of the
Yeah, lyrically, she
1989
really
album.
did like paint that picture of
Yeah.
like the feeling. Because I mean, the fact that it seems as though she was alluding to a time further away from the breakup, and it's still being like, no, that's real. Like that's real.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like, you're
hard.
not
Those
good in a week, baby. You're
you're
not good the
not,
next
and it's just
day.
right. And I'm just like, and people love to be like, get over it, do this, and like get over it. You go out, you do this, have your little whole phase or whatever, blah blah blah. You can do all of that stuff, but like 3 months down the road, when you still have to sit with yourself and be like, fuck, my person is just not my person anymore. And you
Yeah.
really have to sit and deal with the first cleaning where it's just like, I really have to just like let you go.
Yeah. She says the rain came pouring down, and then later she says, gone was any trace of you. I think I am finally clean. So it's like that idea that you are a part of me is finally rinsed away.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this song really stood out because this is when the media was still pretty misogynistic towards Taylor Swift, but
Mm-hmm.
she always had this reputation for making songs about relationship problems and being in love with boys and da da da. And she like had a heartbreaker reputation,
Mm-hmm.
but this was like a song that came through as really mature. It seemed like, oh no, this girl has been through things. This girl is growing up. So it was something where people were able to recognize that she wasn't just going to be like a little teeny bopper
Right.
forever.
Mm-hmm. I
What's
love that.
yours? Thank you.
So my next one is I had to pick a new girl on the block, but one that has like definitely stirred me, and that is going to be none other than my baby girl Olivia Rodrigo.
I knew it.
Happier. And
And I knew
honestly,
it.
you girls don't even need to be told that I cried, because you can just go to my Instagram and see and see it for yourself. Um Happier, just because, come on, like,
Yeah.
let's be real. That first time you see your ex enjoying the company of somebody else. And it's just like at that age for her, I was just like, at the age that she was, it's just like, how mature of you to be able to say, like, still be able to say, I hope you're happy, but don't be happier, because like I am, I don't want you to be happy. I don't want you to share those same moments that we shared. I don't want you to give her these things that you gave me, but at the same time, I am happy for you, and I'm, you're there and you're enjoying yourself, and like, I just have to be happy, but it's hurting me to know that I have to be happy for you. But if I do have to be happy for you, just please, you just don't be happier with her than you were with me. So
Yeah.
like,
And, actually, just now I'm kind of having a moment because I'm thinking, like, not only do you not want the other person to be happier in their new relationship, I mean, like, you
mm-hmm,
do, but you don't emotionally, but also she's saying, I hope you're happy, but don't be happier. As
mm-hmm,
in, like, that could also be like, don't be happier than me. You know what I mean? Like, when
that
you
too.
see your ex, like, their life is like booted up, like they got that
Mm-hmm.
shit on deck. They're like, oh, everything is great. And it's like, fuck, like, that hurts.
Like,
That
I'm over here,
sucks.
right? I'm over here still suffering. Like, how are you not like, oh my God, when
Yeah.
the other person moves on faster than you, you're just like, well, what the hell? Like, did you
Yeah.
feel anything? Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? So
Yeah.
I definitely have to put my baby girl on there. Like, if y'all go on my Instagram, y'all have seen me sing that song at least 5 to 6 times on my Instagram. Like, I have
Yeah.
been playing that song out.
But it's a great song because, like, it's like what you were saying, where it's like mature, even though the emotions behind it are a little immature. There's
Mm-hmm.
maturity and like standing behind those emotions and being like, you know what? I realize that this is childish and petty, but this is how I feel.
So that's why she's there.
She's a star. And also, let's just shout out fucking Vampire because we didn't mention it in our juice box. And she deserves. Vampire is such a fucking hit. I love it so much. And she is off on the right foot.
Belting.
Vocal.
She said, oh, you
production.
girls thought that I can reach to the top of my register and give a belt. Here it goes. Did it live. And then did it live to let you girls know, oh, the studio did not do that. And showed us an acapella version without the microphone and letting us know, like, no, girl, it's my vocal. You girls be lip syncing on stage. I don't need to do that.
And also a great breakup song. Could have been on the list.
Right.
Okay, my next one. We only have 2 left, so we're getting into some heavy hitters, and I think we're gonna run into a duplicate very soon.
Maybe not.
But what I have up next for you is Happier Than Ever.
Oh my God. Okay.
Than ever.
That was my backup because I was like, listen, we're not getting out of this episode without Happier Than Ever. So I was like, if I pick Happier, maybe Tyler will just default to Happier Than Ever.
I got you. No, I mean, this song, regardless, is going on the list. Like, this song is like, I don't talk shit about you on the internet. The chokehold she had on all of us when that song came out.
I'm still gasping for air.
It's yeah.
And it's
I would even say it's her best song. Like, I would say it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It definitely is. I definitely will say that it's her best song. Like, from production wise, like, and what the thing is about Happier Than Ever is it takes you through, I feel, all the emotions that you're dealing with through a breakup. Because you go through those moments of just like, I'm really sad and somber, but then it's kind of like a moment of just like, well, you know, this could be a little better for me, but like, I do kind of miss you, but you know what? This is better for me. And you know what? As a matter of fucking fact, bitch, you were fucked up. You were fucked up and you have me fucked up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And then it's just like, stay the fuck away from me. Like,
right.
It's
all of those conflicting emotions of just like, oh, I hurt, but you know what? I'm better off for this.
Right.
But it does hurt.
It hurts,
especially,
but fuck you.
You know, in the sequencing of the album, we kind of get more of the feel that it's, you know, and even just the screaming at the end, it's like this girl has so much built up, so much tension, so much stress that she was carrying in this relationship, and she just had to motherfucking scream that shit out. I felt
and for someone like Billie, who does not usually project her voice, like that's not her styling.
She's a whisper girl.
Right. And for her to even go into that, like, I think all of us were shocked because it was like, not only are you giving us this like pop punk type feel, but you're like, I don't talk shit about you on, like, you are digging into the vocal. And then you do the screaming. I was like, Billie's not loud like that. And so I think it was great. It gave her a lot of edge. It showed a lot of versatility. The energy anytime she performed that on stage, you could tell she felt every word. So like, beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. So honestly, like, no explanation needed. Just like, it's a fucking amazing song.
Just stand them needed. That's all.
Perfect. What you got next from me?
All right. So my next one is one that I think some people may know. It's one of those songs that kind of like shown up. I feel like has shown up on like TV shows or something like that. But this one is Jealous by Labyrinth.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That didn't even make my list because I missed it, and it should have. Oh, that's a good one.
I almost did not want to do Jealous because it's literally the same feel as Happier by Olivia Rodrigo. But I think that with Olivia Rodrigo's own, I think Happier is like, I think it's immature. Even though I said that it's mature of her to be able to say, oh, yeah, I hope you're happy. I think that's not an honest feeling. I think that she's just saying that because like the right thing to do is to be happy. I think with Labyrinth, he is truly, truly happy for this person. but it's just like I'm jealous because I
Yeah.
want to be where you are. I want to like feel where you are, but I am broken. Like I'm literally sobbing while
That
singing this
vocal.
song. Like I've definitely sang the song and just like cried to myself because I'm just like, I've been in a situation where somebody's moved on, and it's just like, I am happy for you because I couldn't necessarily give you what you needed, but it's just like I'm jealous because I want to be able to have moved on. I want to be able to talk to somebody else, and it's just like this hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Like this fucking hurts, and just the yearning in his voice, and how it's just a quiet song,
Yeah.
very quiet, almost like you're just kind of like sitting in your room on the side of the bed and just kind of like thinking
Isn't
about
it
like
like
fuck.
just piano?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's just piano. And what I mean, Labyrinth has such a beautiful, unique voice. But what I love is how the first "I wish you on," before that first one, it's kind of like he cuts it off a little, and it's just touching the notes. But then when he gets to the end, he's just like, "I wish you the
Yeah.
best," like he's really going for it, and it's just like you're almost again reinforcing the fact that I do really wish you the best, but I want you to hear the pain
Mm-hmm.
in my contentment to go ahead and let you go fully.
The idea it puts in my head is like, I wish you. It's like that. It's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
if I go any more than
Mm-hmm.
that, I'm gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
The best of, and then
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end it's, I
It's like
wish you, and that's just
right.
like you can't hold it back anymore. The
Right. It's
tears
just
are
like I
coming,
am
like
crying.
yeah, and you're just
It's
like
almost like
shouting because not because you're
right.
mad or angry, but just because the emotions are loud.
Right. And it's almost like at that point too, it's just like you're almost having to steadily convince yourself like be happy for him. Be happy
Mm-hmm.
for that person. Be happy. I just anytime I hear him do that part, it's always just feeling like they've done this montage to the relationship. They're friends and he's standing at their wedding watching the person that he loved get married, but he's just being content and being happy for that person, but like the tear just rolls down. Like
The drama.
right, the absolute drama. So
You
there we
said
go.
soap opera. I mean, it's soap operatic song.
Right.
It's soapy, but it's beautiful.
Right.
That's a great pick. I can't believe that I missed it. Ugh.
It's one of my girls. All right. So what do you have for us next on your list? Is this this is the final pick? Oh my god.
This is the
we made it
final
here quick.
pick, and I think this is where the collision will happen. It
Probably.
has to be. It has to be because there's like one song. There's one song that hasn't been said yet that has to be on this list. You understand, right? You understand.
I could understand, but we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
So my next song, my next song is Thank You. Next.
Thank you. Next. Baby.
Is that yours? Is that your last
It's
one?
not mine. It's not mine. And I was
I'm
a little
gooped
nervous.
and gagged.
I stayed away from it again. I literally
knew
had
it was
to be
mine?
like, I knew it's on my backup. It's on my backup list. But
This
that
is
wasn't
just-
mine.
This is dead obvious. Like, this is the breakup song. This is the one because, wow, it's so fun. It's so healing. It's so free and independent. It's one of those, a lot of breakup songs are sad, of course. And then there are a lot of fun ones as well. But I think this one just absolutely stands out. And especially among the history of Ariana's relationships, like, it's just the way she literally is personally addressing all of those relationships in the song while adapting this sound that is just perfect for her that we've been dying for. We were dying for it ever since she put out Christmas and Chill. I was like, make that album. And finally she did with Thank You Next. But that song just... it's the breakup anthem. It's one you can have fun to, you can feel good to, and she killed it.
Yes, honestly, and she had the gays feral. Like all the gays were just like, yes, because honestly, when she dropped that first line, and she started calling names. We were like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And the thing is like, they're not like necessary disses at all. They're not necessary disses, but it was just the fact that like people don't, because honestly, all the time, celebrities always make breakup songs, but we're always like, who you're talking to, even if they were dating somebody and we know who they're talking about, we're just like, oh, is this probably about this person? She was like, no, baby, I'm gonna let you know exactly. I'm gonna run the list.
I'll never get over some songs about Ricky. Now I listen and laugh.
I was like, oh, Ari, stop.
Because she said, she's like, I had to call him. And he was like, why'd I get that line? She's like, I just needed the rhyme. I'm sorry. And now every time I hear honestly, it, I'm just like...
But honestly, I thought that was just a line of her just being like, you know, we had a fun time.
Yeah, that's what she meant.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to say about it. It's too good. It's too obvious.
It honestly is. And honestly, the video is a eat. The video is a full-fledged eat.
Absolutely. The Mean Girls reference, like, obviously, she knew she was gonna be fucking on the gays' necks, and she did, and she delivered.
You know, I did want her to kind of, you know, call Lindsay Lohan to reprise her role, but I get it.
Would have
we'll leave it alone. It was still beautiful. Even though I will say, I think I was amongst a couple of people who was like, is that Lindsay Lohan or... Oh, it's not. Like for the slight second, I was like, wait, is that, did she get her? Oh, no, it's not.
All right, what is your final pick?
So
our last...
my final pick is another new girl. And I just had to on some Scorpio shit make sure that I shouted out my baby girl. I'm still a fan, even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other brown. Are you happy? Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving. Like, kill the motherfucking bill. I'm so mature. Got me a therapist that tell me there's other men I don't want none. I just want you. Listen, baby girl took the world with that song. Took the motherfucking world with that song. Because let's be motherfucking honest. At least a Scorpio bitch like me, baby. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you, and no other bitch can have you. Like, and that is like it's a real feeling, and everybody just like, you know, everyone's so used to that. Oh my god, I'm so sad to break up. Why'd you leave me? And I can't. No, bitch, I'm about to fucking kill you. I'm about to come for your ass. I'm about to make your life motherfucking miserable, bitch. Like, how dare you? How dare you leave me? Like, you're leaving me for that bitch? Out of all people? All right. Now when I'm in the basement planning home invasions.
Right. Like your first thought is, well, I have to kill you now. Like...
Now I have to, because how dare you give some other bitch what you gave me? What?
Oh my God.
No.
Y'all are crazy.
Very much so.
Okay,
very much so.
I'm Sash, so I'm like Taylor. I'll just write sad songs in my fucking room.
And you know what? We have our sad songs too. We have our Nobody Gets Me. We have our special. You know, we have our far. Like we have all of those.
Well,
but you know what? You know what comes first, baby? We're gonna kill you, and then we'll be sad later. There's always time to be sad. I will say,
Taylor Swift and a Sagittarius. We won't kill you, but we will get revenge.
See,
we will plot it out. Exactly. It will be,
and you know, revenge just looks different for different people.
Different strokes, different folks, mama.
And sometimes Scorpios, we black out, and all we see is red. And then next thing you know, we're just like, oh shit,
you killed your ex.
How did I get here?
I just killed my ex.
Right, and that's honestly what the end of that song gives. It's just like, oh, I actually did this. But you know what? I'm not sorry. I'll go to hell. So
very Scorpio. Also a great song. Yeah.
And also I'm just gonna throw this in here really quick. And we got a little bit of time. It's Troy Day, so I have to do an honorable mention of Good Side. Because I've definitely been in that position. I've been in that position before, and I never thought I would need to be, because I'm usually always the person that gets broken up with. But like the first time that I actually had to do it, I felt really bad, because I was just like, it's nothing wrong with you. It's literally nothing wrong with you. You've been great to me. You're a great person. We've had great times. The spark is just not there. Like, it's just not there. And you're hurt. Like, this person was hurt. He was hurt really bad. And like, he even tried to like get back with me and everything. And it's just like, I'm sorry. Like, I have to let you go. I honestly did not feel that spark at all. And Troy's song talking about like, I got the good side and like everything's kind of going great for me. And I see you're doing good for yourself, but I know that it was hard for you. And I do sympathize with you because I've been in that situation. I know what it's like to be broken up with and being that person that fell harder.
Yeah. It's like being on the other side of like the Olivia Rodrigo song or the Labyrinth song. It's like, yeah, I am happier. I am like thriving and doing well. But like it does make me sad that is the way that this all crumbled, that like you are not doing so well, or that you had a really hard struggle to go through and I had support. I had someone else's arms, like whatever it is, like so that's a great choice. But when you said Troye Sivan, I thought you were gonna say, which would be mine, my pick, Postcard. Postcard, because you're still picking me up. Don't put me back down like I'm nothing to you. That was on my list, and
oh my god, I can't believe that we left Troy off this, but it's just because we know that we're going to talk about Troy forever, just like we're doing now.
Yeah, he got his time. Anyway, promise me that we're gonna do another breakup episode. We're gonna do other taste tests, but we have to do a breakup part 2 because
we have to do a part 2.
I got a list. I got a fucking list, and there's so much to talk about. Let's do a part
2. So thank y'all for listening to the first part, but now you just have to come over for the second part. So if this is your first time listening to the show, guess what? You're locked in, baby. You signed an agreement. You signed a contract. Blood sacrifice. You're here. So
and you know what? Hit us up if you have any ideas for topics and ideas for what we could do for other taste test episodes. We have a list. We have a lot of ideas, but we'd still love to hear from you guys and just figure out what do y'all want to hear, because we'd be happy to make that.
Exactly.
So with that being said, concludes our taste test segment, and we are on
tasting real good.
Ooh.
Tastes like tears.
Oh, wow. It's good, mama. It's good taste. So our recurring final segment, Hot Take, Cold Take, is next. Hot take, cold take, hot take, cold take, hot take, cold take, doo-doo-bah. Okay.
Not a little jingle.
My episode to go first. So here's my hot take for all of y'all. Threads might take down Twitter, but she is not our savior. I need to remind you all. I need to remind everyone that Mark Zuckerberg controls that app. Okay. And just think about the shit, all the right-wing shit that's like crazy political propaganda that gets away with going through Facebook, the election interference, the misinformation. Like, they got all of that. And then you want to get excited about a Mark Zuckerberg product?
Like,
listen, no. I'm not trying to be hypocritical. I'm on Threads and I will check it once a day or so. I'll check it every now and then. And it's a decently built app. And we can use it for a little while.
Right.
we can camp here in between. But I just want y'all girls to know that this is not the final stop. Exactly. It can't be the final stop, because we can't let that man have that much power, because we know what he does with it.
Exactly.
So,
and I understand that we understand that we're fighting the lesser of two evils. Like, we have to figure out, and it's just like, it honestly, they're in a race. They're in a race, because every time one person's just a tad bit more evil, it's just like, oh, okay, well, maybe Zucky. Oh, well, maybe Elon. Well, maybe both are bad, but like,
okay, both evil, yes, but I will say, okay, Threads needs porn. Maybe that should have been my hot take. We need porn on Threads.
Oh, but baby, let me tell you something. The moment that Zucky cracks and allows a nude on Threads, that's it. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. And that's what Elon is knowing. Elon knows. He's like, oh yeah, but the freaks are staying with me.
Right.
That's what Elon's saying.
I don't even know how Twitter gets away with all the porn because like it's on the App Store and like most things on the App Store, like the Apple App Store specifically, they're very tight and with control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Twitter's gotten away with it, but baby, it's a blessing.
Maybe it's a loophole.
Oh, it's a hole, all right. Okay. Hot take. Just be careful with that thread. What do you have for us?
All right, so my hot take, like I said earlier, about Troy's video, I was gonna come back to it because my hot take is that and it's gonna be very hot, and I know we're gonna maybe bicker about it, but I would like for queer artists, I'm gonna say more mainstream, queer artists to dive into the idea that not every music video and portrayal of queerness has to be whimsical and fantastical. We don't have to make a fairy tale type music video. We don't have to make a extra campy music video to be palatable to people. We can, just as Troy has done, and I think Sam Smith has done in the past before, just be raw, messy, and very queer culture. Like for me, that Troye Sivan video, the reason why I love it so much is because it's just like, oh, this just looked like Troy was in a car with a couple of friends that were just like, oh, we're going to this little house party or this little warehouse party. They came in and Troy was like, oh shit, but this like looks like a good set for a video. And they just pulled the video camera out because I was like, that video is raw queer culture. Asses out, jock straps, people kissing on each other, sweating. Like it just felt like, oh, I've been to this party before. Like this is real. But like,
I mean, I don't know if I wish I had been to that party. I don't think I have.
I'm saying like you. I mean, you probably have not, but there has, there's been parties that are like there. Trust and believe. I have been to those parties. I have thrown some of those parties.
And my invite was lost in the mail.
Well, baby, when you're living in LA and I'm in New York, there's always that disconnect.
I'll fly out in my Kiss Me Slowly jockstrap.
Exactly. You could have definitely came to my little birthday party that was, a little naughty and the girls were wearing a little less.
Yes.
But yeah, and I'm like, and it's no shade. I'm not like coming for anybody in particular because I just think that this is something that happens across the spectrum where it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to make gay content, but I'm going to use a lot of CGI, or I'm going to make it kind of like a fairy tale, or I'm going to make it real theater-esque, or I'm going to make it really campy and like, oh, ha, 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 this is funny, this is goofy. No, baby. Give me...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, even Troy's old videos were always very raw and
very
authentic.
raw, very much so. No, we're just living.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we are.
The Blue Neighborhood trilogy, it's just like, it was very real. I mean, anyone that came from a small town, I think, watched that and was like, woof. Like, that hurts.
And I think that Troy definitely thrives in that. And not that I don't like, obviously, I love when we do that because I'm a big person who loves to be fantastical. I love to make those, do those things. I think it's fun. But I'm just like, I think that in queer culture, like we need to also just be able to just be us. Like we should be able to just grind on each other. We should be able to just be in regular everyday clothes or an everyday look or like an elevated look, and it just be that. Like I don't need to be all dressed up and being all costumey and stuff. No.
Or just like, I got glitter on my face because I like glitter on my face.
Because I like glitter, like that.
Period.
So that's my hot take.
I feel it. My cold take for this episode, y'all, we are so privileged to be living in this Beyonce era. Just the era of Beyonce in general. Like, it's...
Truly and honestly.
Honestly, like, it makes me think of the times that I, like, have seen Michael Jackson performances, like different concerts, different tours, and I'm like, God, like those people got to be there. Like, oh my God, that sucks that I never got to be one of those people. We are those people with Beyonce.
Like people are gonna look back at these shows and be like, oh,
and they're
gonna
be like, I would have killed to have been there. Like, and that's us. Like, we are doing that. Like, and I'm especially gagged because I'm seeing the Renaissance tour in September, which is coming up so soon. And she's finally in America, and she put out that like little trailer for it, which just shows off so much of the show. And I'm just like, fucking fuck, like this level of spectacle, this level of performance and commitment and dedication and craft and creativity, all of it. Like, no one's doing this but her, and we are alive for it. We are here to see it.
Experiencing it.
So, God, like, it's cool because I hope y'all all agree. Even though I know
everybody needs to.
I know some of y'all are,
and at this
playing games.
fucking point, it is I've said it before. It is a character flaw. There is a mental condition that's taking place. If you're not even you don't have to like her, you don't have to love her, you don't have to stand her, but you need to just go ahead and give the woman her absolute props and respect. You don't have to listen to one song, you don't have to care, but you gotta respect the entertainment that this woman has brought to our industry for pretty much her entire life. Like, and it's just like, you cannot sit here and say that somebody else is doing anything to that level. You might have somebody that you like more. You might have somebody that you are more drawn to. You might have a different person that you stan.
You might like a different style of performance, but
you will not say that Beyonce has not created such a huge spectacle her entire career, and like she is just continuing with Renaissance. And I think a lot of people are
to culminate towards perfection.
I think a lot of people are noticing that, where it's just like, we're at the point, because I think also she's like not doing as extra of the choreography and everything as she's done before. And I think it's because we've all just been like, we're really just celebrating you and really just sitting back and being like, wow, you're Beyonce. Like, you're Beyonce. Like, you really fucking did this, and you're really fucking doing this. And it's like, she's celebrating with us, we're celebrating with her. And it's one of those feelings, like you said, where it's just like, we're so lucky to have been able to experience this.
We're just so lucky. Yeah. And it's like, even though she's doing less, which is no shade, but she's doing less with the choreography, like, just the production level of it all is so insane. I can't wait to be in that space and be wrapped in that, because it looks so effective, and it looks like I'm just gonna forget where I am, and I'm just gonna be with Beyonce on a UFO for like 3 hours. I'm fucking excited.
Right.
Woof. Let me stop.
Woof.
What do you got?
My cold take, and it's pretty cold because, and if it's not for you girls, you're crazy. My cold take is like, honestly, this has been the best summer of music for me. Like, baby, you got so many drops that have happened. You had baby girl Doja that dropped attention. You had baby girl Olivia that came with Vampire, and then baby boy Troy. We're not gonna stay on a tangent, but Troy dropped, and then Miss Billie dropped as well today, and Billie also did her thing and also made me tear up when I watched that music video.
And
I'm just like, all of the girlies are dropping, and they're dropping good music. Like, it's a lot of good music that has come this summer, and I'm just like, it has been a long time since I feel like I've been looking forward to releases, and also that releases have stuck with me. I think that we went through for me personally, we went through a little bit of a drought where it was just like, okay, I kind of like the song, but it's kind of trailing off. I don't really care. But now I'm just like, oh, these songs are sticking.
There was definitely a drought.
And I am adding to my cold take because it's getting colder by the day. Baby boy, Lil Nas X. I want everyone else. This has nothing to do with you. You can stay. You can be a spectacle. You can watch. You can spectate. I mean, Lil Nas X. I'm talking directly to you, friend, bestie. You know I love you. I know you out there shaking ass on stage. I know that you are dodging dildos, and I know that you're hard at work. I know you're always working. I do. But what I would need you to do is maybe like accidentally work so hard that like you fall on top of the button that cues up a song to be released this summer, because I just feel like, this is the moment. You're in the now. Everybody's dropping their music. Miss Ice Spice just dropped a new little clip, which means she might be dropping in the next couple of weeks. It's just like, come on, baby. Come on. Hop on the train. Hop on the train. We're all ready for you. You're the last one that I feel like people are really just like waiting for. Like, just hop on the train.
Right.
All right. I'm done. Love you. Love you. Everyone knows I love you. But I would love you even more if you go ahead and drop that song.
Just work so hard that a song accidentally falls out. I don't know where, but it just falls out.
Literally, shake ass so much that it turns into sound waves that end up on streaming sites. Like, there we go.
You absolutely would stream Lil Nas X's ass's sound waves.
And honestly be like, you girls are mad because you can't make a song with your ass. Like, you just can't make a song with your ass. And he's definitely iconic. He's the first to do it. It'll be me.
Your song sounds like ass.
Exactly.
This song is ass.
My little stand-up for my little Gen Z babies, like my Gen Z baby stars, I love them. I'm sorry.
I just have to add for myself personally to this summer of music that Carly Rae Jepsen also just announced a new fucking album coming like in 2 weeks. So I can't agree more. Like, bitch, we're eating, we're being fed. Right. It feels really good because there is just some.
And then you have on top of that it's the Renaissance tour, and you also have Taylor Swift's tour as well.
The Eras tour, which I'm seeing in less than 30 days. Like,
so like, whew. It's a crazy summer. It's a crazy summer.
Yeah, and we're still gonna get the Troy tour. I didn't get those Doja Cat tickets, but hey, I might. By the time she comes around, right. I might. So like, there's a lot going on.
Right,
there's a lot going on, but we're being fed.
That's my cold take, and I'm happy.
Well, damn, it's a good one. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed our selections. Look out for the playlist in our show description. If you're listening, feel free to leave us a review. That would really, really help. Give us all 5 stars like your favorite Uber driver.
Repost us,
Yeah, we love that.
Everything
I think
counts.
on Spotify, they have some rating system too now. I don't even know, but keep your eyes peeled again, like I said, for some goodies. Some wearable goodies.
Wearables.
Yes. Keep that in mind.
That's the juice flavor. Wearables.
Wearables?
Wearables.
How is that a juice flavor? Wait.
What? It's just like edible panties. He said he wanted to chew on my edible panties.
Oh. Edible panty flavored juice called Wearables.
Yes, there we go. It came full circle. See, that's what you have to do. You got to put the idea out there. We have to just like it. Right. You got to workshop it. We spent it around a little bit, and then it came out on top. Like, come on.
Yes, and before I leave, again, if you're watching, do you see my Sonic Juice nails? They're actually kind of messed up, but they match our logo colors. So I had to give a shout out to my own fucking nails. With that said, let's wrap this motherfucker up. You can find us at Sonic Juice Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Nate, where can we find you?
You can find me listening to Rush at I am Nate Miles with a Y.
Okay.
I am Nate Miles with a Y on every single social media platform you can think of.
Ow. And you can find me watching Rush and drooling.
Exactly.
At TXLER Music. That is Tixler Music. Tyler Music with an X.
Tixler.
On Instagram. And you might can find me on TikTok. You search Tixler, do your thing. But follow us on Sonic Juice Pod.
Right.
Because for sure you're going to catch us there. And we will see y'all very shortly.
Bye.
Sonic Juice out.
Oh.
Juice, it's Sonic Juice, it's Sonic Juice, baby. juice.